Hello and namaste. Today for Vlogmas, I wanted to do something a little bit different. So this is a technique that you can use any day, anytime, anywhere, and it's the simplest, in my opinion, most effective way of reducing stress. So just as a precursor, a lot of us are actually breathing from the chest space up, which is actually scientifically known as being anxiety inducing. So what we want to do is some diaphragmatic breathing. So today I'm going to teach you a little instruction on how to do that. So first what we're going to do is just find a very comfortable seated position. So I just kind of prefer this, very casual, right here in my sitting bones. You also want to make sure that you have a comfortable mat or maybe a rolled up blanket below you. You just want to find a comfortable position that feels good to start. And actually you can do this, you really can do this breathing position from your car, okay? This is just the most ideal situation that you might want to be in, is right here on the mat. So as you find your sitting position, bring the shoulders back and down. Another thing that you could do is closing your eyes just to remove one of the senses. So just in removing one of the senses, you're allowed to better focus on maybe other things that are happening within your body physiologically. All right, so let's go ahead and next bring our palms up toward the ceiling. So this is a very energetically receiving position. We're going to keep our fingertips spread wide. Let's start just with a regular breath. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, noticing the rhythm of your breathing and where it's coming from naturally. Okay, so again, a few key points that we're going to be focusing on is shoulders back and down. You don't need to sit fully erect, but just making sure that we have a straight spine. Chin is parallel to the floor. So let's begin with the diaphragmatic breath. When you draw the air in, you're actually going to be pushing your belly out. This is the proper way to breathe. Okay, so sometimes we almost breathe opposite, where we're pushing the belly in and then exhaling, pushing the belly out. So what we want to do is inhale, draw the breath in. We want to actively push that belly out. The lower belly, the mid belly, push it out. And then exhale, draw the belly button all the way back, as far as you can draw it back towards your spine. This is going to release all the air out. Okay? So whether or not you release with your mouth open or closed, I think is pretty much irrelevant. What we're trying to do is draw the breath all the way down into the base of the belly, okay? So I'll show you from the side. And particularly women who practice this, especially if you're around other people, please don't worry about the way that your stomach is gonna look, okay? We're practicing breath work here. So it's just a body, it's just a tummy. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what mine looks like, okay? So this is as I am sitting naturally. And of course, we all have to do our little rearranging with our yoga pants and everything like that. But so let me go ahead and just bring my arm out of the way, and I'll show you what the diaphragmatic breath is going to look like. So again, chin parallel to the floor. So let's start with the deep inhale. Remember, the palms are up. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, so notice that if you are watching my breathing, it's very active. Okay, so this isn't a passive breathing technique. Passive would be more so just the regular way in which you breathe, which could be a combination of the upper chest and the diaphragm. but this is very active. We're really pushing the belly out and then really drawing the belly button in. Now I prefer to breathe out through my throat. I do often practice a breath which is called Ujjayi breathing, which is Ujjayi, and that's called the victorious breath. And I do like to employ that technique as well. So the way to do a victorious breath is you're just gonna draw in through your nose. The exhale, you're actually almost gonna be pursing your throat. It's almost a hissing sound, like. And as I do that, I'm drawing the belly button toward the spine. So again, let me come closer so you can kind of hear that breath. Inhale. You're up. My eyes looked evil when I did that, but you're forcing your breath almost through that pursed area in your throat, and it's just a very, very, very powerful breathing technique. So combined with a diaphragmatic breath, if you want to try that, that's fine, but you don't necessarily have to do that. That's just something that I like to do along with the breath. Another breathing technique before we head out is just another very simple technique. It's breathing in for 4 counts and breathing out for 8. So this might take a little bit of practice, but again, I also like to incorporate that with my diaphragmatic breathing. So let's go ahead and try a couple breaths this way. All right, find your seating, go ahead and wiggle back and forth, find your comfort. Once again, palms facing up. All right, let's begin with an inhale. And exhale, 8 counts. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 8. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 8. How's that feel? So if you notice, I don't know if you had your eyes closed or open, but kind of when I breathe, I kind of lift my head up, and then when I exhale, I'm almost curling the neck down, or I am slightly curling the neck down. Again, find something that works for you. Maybe that's not what works for you, but this is just a technique, a couple techniques to allow you to feel a little less stress. Because I know we're all going through a lot in our lives right now, and we have been going through a lot in the past couple of years, and it is holiday season. So some of you at home might not celebrate holidays in the way that other people do. Perhaps there's sadness or trauma surrounding your holidays, and my heart goes out to you. I'm really sorry for your grievances and for your traumas. This is a way or a technique that can help you maybe move through that a little more gently. And for any of you who are celebrating and preparing for holidays with family, that could also be stress-inducing. So it doesn't matter where you're at. We all have stress in our lives, and this is just a very simple technique that you can always return to. You can always carry this within your body as a way to inhale and exhale. Just remember to breathe. So even when your mind starts to wander and you feel yourself gathering anxiety and frustration and stress and sadness and sorrow and woes and whatever you're going through, this is going to be your best friend, I promise. Another mantra that I kind of hold in my back pocket and that I use very frequently is inhale abundance and exhale limiting beliefs. So maybe my mantra doesn't work for you, and that's fine, but maybe just finding one key word as an inhale and then another key word or phrase as an exhale for whatever you're trying to release. So I really hope that these techniques can help you. And thank you so much for joining Vlogmas number 6. I know it's a little bit different, but I'm feeling really, really relaxed today, and I felt like I wanted to impart this wisdom with you that I learned along the way. So I hope that it helps, and in the meantime, have a beautiful day.